I got kidnapped for a YouTube prank. My sister and I are not speaking because her BF pranked me for his 50 subscribers. First, let me talk about the relationship I have with this fucker. We are not close. Like at all, and I am not a big fan of his. He and my sister had been secretly dating since she was 16. On her 18th birthday she announced that she was dating him. They have 4 kids and another on the way, and he is trying to make a family-type channel. He is also a creep. He hits on every female he sees, and the one time when we went and got food together he hit on the very much 16-year-old behind the Pizza Hut counter. One day he had asked me if it was fine to make a video for his channel of him kidnapping me. I told him no, because when I was younger my bio father kidnapped me and took me to another state, and he just said okay and dropped it. I didn't even give it another thought because I didn't think at the time that he was a fucking lunatic. Days later I am home alone. I hear a knock on the door and look out to see 3 men in suits waiting for me to open the door. I opened the door and asked what they needed, and they grabbed me. They then threw me in the back of a black van and slammed the door shut. I couldn't see anything but darkness for hours as his prank was working. But in that time I was screaming for help, crying, kicking the van doors, and even kicking the side of the van so that anyone could hear me. When the van stopped I began to scream as loud as I possibly could. When the van doors opened I was greeted by a camera and a light shining in my face. I heard laughing, and when I looked I saw SBF and his stupid buddies. I was angry and I was scared. I had just been in a tin can of a van for what it seemed like hours. When I got out I saw my sister and some other family members. I just remembered crying and begging to call my mom. When I finally got on the phone with her she was furious about what had happened. She came and got me, and for weeks I had night terrors. I had trauma flashbacks, and now I have PTSD. It even went as far that now I am scared to be alone. Knocks on doors make me nervous, and I sleep with a nightlight. I used to love the dark, but now I can't be in a movie theater without being uncomfortable. I have gone back to old habits, and because of that I got 5150. He has ruined my life and all the progress I had made. My sister is upset that I made a scene. She even posted about it on her Facebook, calling me a cunt. Most of my family members had no idea about the prank and are on my side, but the ones that knew are calling me names and telling my nieces and nephews that I'm crazy. I can't help but feel like an because it was just a prank, but at the same time, who kidnaps for just a stupid video? So Ada. At first I in fact did go to the police. I called the police right after calling my mom. They showed up an hour after I had left. And 2 hours after that they showed up at my house. I pressed charges, but there is no court case date set yet, and honestly I don't think there ever will be. Well, at least not for a very long time. Second, being 5150 is getting taken to the mental hospital. But I got forced to. Third, there is already an investigation open on him because he had a girl he had worked with 4 years ago. Fourth, my sister is staying with him. He has groomed her into believing everything he says and not anyone else. She is also a victim in this. I hope everyone gets that. But just because you are a victim doesn't mean you can be a shitty person. Fifth, this happened like a month ago. Also, I will never ever put a restraining order on my sister. I love her and I know one day we will be okay. And if that day never comes, then I will just look back on all the good times. I am overwhelmed and heartbroken. I know we will never be the same, but I how one day we can build our relationship up again.